Good morning. Another wonderful day to be alive. It is Thursday, June 22nd, 2017. Welcome to the Mike Prince Show that is brought to you live right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I am your host, the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, coming to you with a purpose and a cause each and every weekday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, we'll talk about the NCAA Baseball World Series taking place in Omaha, Nebraska. The big news of the day will be Prairie View A&M University changing their matchup against the Sam Houston Bearcats. We hear from Shotgun Willie Simmons, the logic behind everything that triggered that move off. And we'll talk a little bit about leadership on today, what all it involves and what all take places on it. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter, Radio Guy. Instagram is OVN Radio. We're also on YouTube at Open Mic Broadcast Network. Facebook page is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Check things out. Don't forget we have our app on your hip. Telephone number that you can lock in, save, and listen to 24 hours a day, 7 days of the week, 365 days of the year. That number is 605-477-5066. Dial that number, save it on your phone. That becomes an instant hit. You can call in and check out what's going on at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. How's everybody doing on Thursday? Hurricane Cindy still posing a threat on everything, but yet has not come through as of yet. And due to the specialness of this morning's edition of the Mike Prince Show, and we do appreciate each and every one of you in helping to spread this word get out. But speaking of word getting out, it has been announced late yesterday evening that the Prairie View A&M University Panthers have changed their scheduling slightly. Scheduled to play against Sam Houston week 2 after playing Texas Southern on the Labor Day Classic, the annual Labor Day Classic. But instead, they will have a shortened week. Instead of playing that Saturday, they'll play Thursday. And we were able to rally around and talk with Coach Willie Simmons to get his rationale and the thinking on everything. And we'll listen in at him, and we'll come back and tailgate off of what he said. We'll now go over to our conversation on last night with Coach Willie Simmons and the changing of the Sam Houston Bearcat game. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have on the line with us right now head football coach for the Prairie View A&M University Panther, who is no stranger here to the open mic. That is Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing well, Mike. Just trying to enjoy a little bit of vacation time.
Yes, sir. And as always, we appreciate your availability. Just wanted to get it straight, as they say, from the horse's mouth. No disrespect intended there. That there's been a big move and a big announcement made about Prairie View changing what has already been dubbed as a premier game, but even pushing it up even more with the rescheduling of Sam Houston, who has been a powerhouse, moved from Thursday or from Saturday to Thursday. How did that come about, and what's your reaction and response to that?
Well, it's a game, of course, that's been billed as a premier game on our schedule, and ESPNU was interested in picking the game up. But, of course, with prior obligations, they were unable to do it on Saturday. So the parties got involved, and between Mr. Robinson, our athletic director, and Sam Houston State's administration and ESPN, they were able to come to terms with the Thursday night game, which will be national televised on ESPNU. So from that standpoint, we're very excited. National television, we definitely want to take advantage of that opportunity to showcase our magnificent stadium that we have. Of course, with Sam Houston State coming to our venue, it's a great way to highlight our university and a great way to show prospective student athletes, what we have on the field and as far as facilities go. So we're excited about the opportunity to play a program with the caliber of Sam Houston State, and we know we'll have our hands full, but at the end of the day, we're going to play the game and hope to give our fans a great showing.
Well, speaking of the fan base, it has always been cried out that, the Rodney Dangerfield's no respect. This is a great opportunity for PV Nation to rally around and come and show the rest of the nation that we can come, we can fill a stadium, and we can show up, because there is a bit of a risk take in making this move. Would you agree on that, that the PV Nation is going to have to show up to feel their part?
Well, of course, football, college football at least, has been a game that's been traditionally played on Saturday. So I think most college football fans kind of set their schedules for the fall around that they know that on Saturday afternoons or Saturday evening, they'll be attending football games. So anytime you deviate from that schedule, you always run the risk of people maybe not making those plans ahead of time and things of that nature. So, we're under the impression that at the end of the day, with our brand new stadium, with the excitement around Panther football right now, with what we feel is a special season for us, that PV Nation will show up to that game and will really give us a great home field advantage against a team that, like you said, will give us a lot of respect, not only regionally but nationally. Again, Sam Houston State's been a top 5, top 10 FCS program over the last 5 years or so. And so for us to go in and have a chance to play with or even beat a team of that caliber would definitely send shockwaves throughout college football.
So it is a great opportunity for the program at Prairie View. It's a great opportunity for Coach Simmons as the leader of that program. There's also an opportunity for the nation to get on board and let your voices be heard loud. Not trying to get too far in advance, but this right here could be a statement game in a lot of ways, Coach. And by that, I'm saying, and I don't want to see it in this caliber, but in any event, you're in a situation like you've been the last couple of years, and it's one of those bubble teams as far as being invited to a playoff run if you're not in the championship race. This attendance can weigh very critical on if it's a yes or no. Would you agree with that?
Oh, I definitely agree. I think one of the things that the committee looks at is attendance. And the SWAC conference, the SWAC has been the most heavily attended conference 35 of the last 36 years. And so for us but those have been conference games. So for us to have great attendance, a sellout crowd, 15,000 screaming fans against the Sam Houston State at our place, I think will definitely do a lot to show the committee that, Prairie View A&M is a legitimate FCS contender. And like I said, at the end of the day, I think that game will do a lot as far as our exposure, not only as a football program where we've come in 3 years, but also as a fan base. And again, I want the Sam Houston State Bearcat fans to come and see a sellout stadium, a sold-out stadium, and know that Prairie View A&M is serious about their football. Not only have we built one of the premier stadiums and venues in all of college football, but we show up, we support our football team. And that's something that we have a vision for here, and hopefully after the Labor Day Classic game, which hopefully will be a heavily attended game as far as Prairie View is concerned. Not really concerned with how many Tigers from TSU show up, but it definitely needs to be a lot of purple and gold in PPVA Conference Stadium that Saturday. But then to turn around the very next week in a short week and sell out our first home game. And again, I want to make a tradition of selling out our home games. I think whenever you're a major major football team, that's what happens. And again, that's what we aspire to be. I think that's what all of our fans aspire for us to be. So again, we have to put our money where our mouth is and come out and support the student athletes. And let's get behind these guys as we go on this championship push.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The game has been rescheduled to September the 7th, 6:30 p.m. on ESPNU. PV Nation, it's the time to stand up and be seen and let your voices be heard. Coach, as always, I want to appreciate you and thank you for making yourselves available. Anything you want to share to PV Nation before we shut this one down?
Oh, no, as always, it's just definitely honored to continue to be the leader of this great program. We're doing a lot of phenomenal things, moving in a great direction. Again, year 3 is a year that we're all very excited about. Won't go into too much detail now. Of course, with Sport Media Day around the corner, so I have a lot of time then to talk about the prospects for this season. But as a coaching staff, we're very, very excited about this season. And again, I just encourage every Panther to get their season ticket package if they haven't already got it. There's still time to get one. And again, let's support these student athletes, not only in football, but all of our sports. Soccer will be starting up around the corner, volleyball as well. We'll all report early August. So, again, definitely looking for all of PV Nation to show up and show everyone that we're a force to be reckoned with.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach. Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons. And this has been an exclusive little interview from the Mike Prince Show and the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And, of course, that was Shotgun Willie Simmons. We thank him. Always available, making himself available as he was able to expound upon why the Panthers administrators are taking this chance. Now, for so long, and I am a PV alumnus, proud PV alumnus, and we talk about there's been a lack of respect for the last couple of years with the showing of the Panthers on the gridiron. 9-2 under the first year, 7-4 on the second year, a couple of 6-5 teams make it ahead. I think even one team was right at 500. They got an invite to the playoffs, and everybody was banging the walls and screaming to the top of their lungs that it was injustice, unfair. Here is a chance to right that. That game has been moved on a Thursday night. There are a couple of moving parts. If you were listening to Coach Simmons, it's going to be a nationally televised game. One of the reasons that the Panthers agreed to take that game is to increase the exposure for Prairie View athletics, in particular football season or football team. You're playing against a proven powerhouse of the Southland Conference in FCS football, that in the likes of Sam Houston Bearcats. So regardless if the Bearcats show up or not, PV Nation has got to show up. We have got to take advantage of this opportunity to let your voices be heard, but more importantly, seen, because it does no good to talk about the facilities. It does no good to talk about the exciting brand of football that the SWAC plays, and it does no good to even talk about the Southwest Athletic Conference being the #1 leading conference in attendance, that when we get the big opportunities, the great opportunities such as this, that the seats are empty, because it makes the brand look weak, it makes the program look weak, it makes everybody look weak. And what we have to understand, I don't know about all the other traditions at the other Southwest Athletic Conference schools. I got an idea, but I want to speak in particular to PV Nation. The east side of the stadium is not the visitors' field. It is all the home field advantage for Prairie View A&M University Panthers. And it is up to the PV Nation to take advantage of that opportunity. Get in contact. If you don't have your ticket, get your ticket now. Make sure the students, every student that's available, make sure they're available at night. If professors have to give a late pass for Friday morning, whatever it's going to take, make sure that we get the word out there that we need to rally around this great opportunity as a stapler for Prairie View Athletics, for Southwestern Athletic Conference, and for the rest of the nation to see what HBCU football is all about. The game has been scheduled to September the 7th, 6:30 p.m., kickoff time, and so it's plenty of time to get the notice out, plenty of time to beat the horn and everything else. You know, whether you're Facebooking, Twittering, Instagram and Snapchat, whatever it is, get that word out that PV Nation needs to show up and show up strong. Yes, we know it's going to be a short week, coming off of the Labor Day Classic, taking on our sister, brother, rival, Texas Southern University Tigers, and that's going to do what it does. But what a great opportunity to come back and make it your home opener for the season. You're playing against Sam Houston of the Southland Conference, who by far are one of the upper echelon teams. What a chance to make history. What an opportunity to get out here and, as Ali would say, shake up the world, at least on the southern side of the United States with coming out and supporting the Panthers. Got a lot more to get into. I want to thank a couple of our newest supporters and sponsors of the Open Mic Broadcast Network that have joined forces with us in the backing of the programming that we have available here. And Farmers Insurance Agent of Hempstead, Texas, Miss LaTanya Chappell. She is a PV graduate, class of 1993. That's my year. And you can reach her at 979-826-3026. That number again is 979-826-3026. Also like to welcome financial broker, Mr. Tariq Purnell. He's been serving the Houston and the Waller County area. He can be reached at 832-768-2704. That number again, 832-768-2704. We want to take us another quick break. When we come back, we'll get you caught up with the NCAA baseball scores and updates, and we'll talk about leadership in its different aspects. You are listening to the June 22nd edition of the Mike Prince Show from the studios of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
Larry's Automotive, located in the field store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566, or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a 2-time Better Business Bureau Awards of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show, coming to you each and every weekday, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We can be heard on TuneIn Radio as we speak right now. Forgot to even mention we're on iHeartRadio. And what we're most proud of is that if you're local, you can listen at 87.9 FM right now as we speak. We have so much to offer, and we're just hitting the tip of the iceberg. So keep it locked right here and spread the word. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Radio Guy, and Instagram is OBN Radio. I want to thank you all that have liked and shared my nephew doing this little trick shot. Knocked it down. Very impressive. If you had not had a chance to check it out at OBN Radio on Twitter. OBN Radio on Twitter, and check him out. Flipping the joker, we're doing a selfie. These kids today, I tell you. Speaking of the kids today, we'll get you caught up on the NCAA College World Series Baseball. LSU rebounded yesterday, taking care of FSU, winning by the score of 7-4. So LSU keeps hope alive, does not make me look too bad as far as my predictions go right now. So today we'll have Louisville taking on Texas Christian University, or TCU, if you want to call them that. And I've got to stick with my guns. I have picked Louisville and LSU to somehow face off in this championship, and I don't know how that's going to work out, but I did have Louisville as my 2017 College World Series baseball champion, so we'll see how that pans out here within the next few days. And speaking of within the next few days, Prairie View A&M University Panthers is having a baseball prospect camp for June 24th, this coming weekend. It will actually start from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Registration will start at 8 a.m. So you can come on. It will be on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. It will be in the John Tankersley Baseball Complex. So come and get your game on. Bring your A game. If you are a college prospect. Now, if you're old like me, you can come out there and watch, but don't try to get out there and recapture your glory. Your time is come and gone, just like mine. Step back and let the youngsters do what they do. And we also wanted to recognize the passing of one of our baseball fraternal brothers, Brother Moselle Brown, passed away this week. PV, former baseball player. Our condolences go out to the family. And you never can tell when time comes. And all we could do is pray that the family is strengthened in their moment of loss. Brother Moselle Brown, gone on to glory, former PV Panther. We are going to take us another quick break, and we'll come right back and get more caught up on this leadership deal and my little spiel on that. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Mike Prince Show.
Hi, this is Penny Lucas White, head women's volleyball coach at the Alabama State University. I'm calling to inform you that volleyball kickoff date for all SWAC teams are August 25th. We also will have our first SWAC roundup that will be hosted by Texas Southern University in Houston, Texas on September 22nd through the 24th. Then it will be followed up with the second roundup of the SWAC in Montgomery, Alabama on October 20th through the 22nd on the campus of Alabama State University. Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station that was established in 2002. We have been dedicated to local, regional, and community programming with coverage for high school, collegiate sports, ministries, and information. Our goal is to provide quality, productive, and positive programming that reflects the community that we serve. Visit our website, ktorradio.com and obnradio.com.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show. I am your host, the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. As you have been aware, if you keep up with us all this week, we've been addressing and talking about the leadership. And leadership does have a cause and effect on all levels. We talk about local leadership. We talk about regional leadership. We talk about national leadership. The buzzword has been, is it time for leadership to be changing at the Southwestern Athletic Conference as we know it? I don't know. You weigh out the facts for yourself. If you got a solution or an answer to that, you would know what to do with that as far as the next move is concerned. It's beyond our control. That's what talk radio is all about. We just talk about it. We come up with ideas and solutions, but ultimately it's going to take leadership to make moves and leadership to make the necessary adjustments. And speaking of making adjustments, if you've been under a rock or been in a coma, you would know that we have a new president who's now, if I'm not mistaken, within this 10th month or 7th month of leadership. Talking about President Donald Trump. And there's been all kind of speculations and all kind of hidden meetings and meetings on top of meetings and this, that, and the other. And everybody is pointing fingers and everybody's pointing back at each other, throwing rocks, casting shade, doing whatever adjective you want to call them. But when the deal comes down, it's all going to be about leadership and how we adjust when we lose, how we adjust when we win, how we adjust when we just come up a little bit short, and how we adjust in the moments of defeat. Because leadership is more than how you respond when you win. Leadership is about how you deal with adversity. I'm speaking from experience. Those that know me, I ran for mayor back in 2016. I lost 25 votes, come up short. Guess what? I was disappointed, frustrated, and probably, if I be honest with you, a tad bit angry. But there was no reason for me to tear down the current leadership. If you believe that the leadership is misguiding you, then go in, change your approach, change your mentality, change your way of doing things. You can't continue to do things the way you've always done them and expecting a different result. That is what I've been taught to be called the mark of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different outcome. So therefore, whether you're on the local level, whether you're on a regional level or national level, leadership must always be adjusting. Leadership is always about making your next move your best move. And when we understand that leadership is temporarily, it's seasonal, it does not last forever. So while you're in the position of leadership, make the most of what you have. Do what's right for the masses, not what's just right for you and your inner circle. And make sure that whatever you do, whatever decision you make, that you can look yourself in the mirror and know that you did everything that you could within your own particular powers and avenues to make the change. And if I might add one more thing, all leadership must start with a personal decision. Because whether you're leading of a small group or a large group, you can't lead anyone until you take responsibility of leading yourself. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you all so much. As always, we appreciate you and continue to spread the love. The music playing in the background is letting me know that I've run out of time for today. Remember to check us out if you're in the Prairie View city limits at 87.9 FM. You can dial 605-477-5066, and you can be a part of the Open Mic Broadcast Network wherever your phone can carry you. Remember, I'm on Twitter at Radio Guy. Instagram is OBN Radio. Our Facebook page is Open Mic Broadcast Network, OPEN. Capital MIC is the same for the YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, dudes and dudettes, I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. And until the next time, be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.